Okay, so day 3. So this is the last day that we're going to formally take data. I'll keep the little guy in his water tub for a few more days and see what happens. And I'll let you know on Monday. Okay, so again, there he is. Again, like, he doesn't look so big, but he's getting like really big and kind of weirdly shaped. He's, I guess, getting a little bit pruny because, again, if we look at like this little underneath, inset of that container, now he's kind of filling it up. All right, let's see. Okay, so here's our data from the first day 0, day 1, day 2 from when we started. And again, we're going to go by what it grew from the original. So I'm going from here to here. Okay. Oops. No. From the original. From here to here. Alrighty. So let's see what his length is. I think I tried to do this a little bit and make it a bit clearer. We're almost at 15, but if you want to be super accurate, it looks like his nose is right here, which looks like more like 14.8 is what I'm seeing at any rate. Okay, so let me get us back over here where we can write. So 14.8. Okay, so it looks to me like he's kind of slowing down a little bit day to day, but we want to know what is the factor that it grew from the original. Okay, so again, let me scooch and I'll write under here. Okay, so I started with 7.2 centimeters. It grew by some factor, I don't know, so I'm going to use a K. You can use any letter you want, X, Y, whatever variable that you want to do is fine. Okay, so equals 14.8. So we're going to divide by 7.2. So K equals, looks like it's going to be 2.4, but let me just grab my handy dandy calculator and see. Oops, would be good if I was in the calculator, not the phone part. Okay, 14.8 divided by 7.2 is 2.055555. So 2.05. I'm just going to call it 2.1 for now. Ooh, thought that was the eraser. Oh, or I'm not. Jeez, weird. So 2.1. Hang on a minute. I'm having such a hard time with this today. I want that to get smaller. Oh, I guess it won't. Okay. Let's move that over. So K is 2.1. Okay, so that's my factor, which means I am going to multiply this by 2.1 to get what my percent is. So 100 times 2.1 is 210%. 210, oops, that's not going to show up. Let me use green. 210%. Okay, so after day 3, it is 210% of what it was. So that grew by a scale factor of about 2. It's like 2 times bigger. Now, if you remember, the package said it was going to grow up to 600%. So that would be 6 times bigger. So if this is growing proportionately, and it's kind of not, but it's kind of hard to see that in real life. There's so many other variables. Like we said, like my time isn't exactly even intervals. So if in 3 days it has grown to 200% roughly, then it should grow to 600%, since 2 times 3 is 6, in at day 6. So I'm like, I guess I'll leave it in. Well, that'll be the weekend, so we'll see if that actually works or not. Okay. Alrighty, so moving on, what is the percent of increase? Well, I went from 100 to 210, so that's an increase of 110%. Okay. Now, is this growing proportionately? Well, no, because we get 2.1 as a scale factor, and this was a scale factor of from here to here was 1.375, and from here to here was 1.819, and then from here to here it's 2.1, so none of those are equivalent. So this is going to say no because K is not constant, we'll say. Okay, so it's not growing proportionately, which kind of hoped it would, but whatever, that's fine. Okay, all right, so again, learning target, if you understand why this answer here is 110%, then you have reached your target. That's what you need to know. Okay, so doing this scaling up here is a skill that you should have from previous years, so that should be okay. And then you just apply your scale to here, so you're not necessarily calculating a percent, but you could, because last year I believe that you did problems and you knew 14.8 is what percent of 7.2? Well, it's 210%. So this year what you have to do with that then is say, okay, so if it's 210%, then it increased by 110% because it started at 100% of its size. Now it's 210% of its size, so it increased 110%. Okay, so it's just a matter of getting all of those skills that you know how to do and like kind of categorizing them and making sure you're answering the question that has been asked to you. And like I said, next week we'll do notes, we'll do practice, and we'll be fine. Okay, all right, so we're at the end. Like I said, I'll let him soak over the weekend and we'll see what he is on Monday. I'll let you know. And then we will do notes and practice next week. Okay, you guys have a good weekend and enjoy. Remember, Friday's a holiday for our Easter holiday. So, you don't have assigned schoolwork to do. So, relax, enjoy your family. Hopefully, I don't know, how much we're going to get to go out and do stuff since we have to be inside, but try to make the best of it. All right, see you next week.